Why is it that men are more prone to forget birthdays, anniversaries, and important dates? Well, it has something to do with our wiring. It appears psychologically there is a bit of a cognitive difference between us and our female counterparts. It appears that from time to time, due to some form of cognitive overload or some kind of prioritizing maybe work, projects, perhaps more than the relationships in our lives, or maybe those dates in particular, we tend to forget. But what do you do to make sure you do not forget birthdays, anniversaries, and important dates going forward? I've been there, and that's why I want to share this with you. Welcome to the Purpose Driven Marriage Podcast. My name is Dr. Samuel Ekundayo. My wife is not with me today. This is the channel where we model kingdom marriage and we help you align to the purpose of God for your marriage. On this quick episode, I want to share with you how not to ever forget birthdays, anniversaries, and important dates. So come along with me and move closer. All right. See, I have never really forgotten birthdays, important dates, and anniversaries before, to be very sincere. But one thing that I don't normally do is prepare for them adequately. See, I wasn't really brought up to be the kind of person that sort of ceremonize important dates and anniversaries. Maybe because I grew up in a very humble background and we didn't have quite a lot. So when it comes to buying gifts on every birthday or anniversary, it wasn't really our thing. So I didn't really grow up that way. However, when I married my wife, oh my goodness, she was brought up to celebrate anniversaries, birthdays, special events with so much aura. And she would be planning for them months in advance, like literally months in advance. Sometimes I'm not even aware of some of those plans, but she gave it a lot of thought. And I remember in the early years of our marriage, by the time those dates arrive, I would have nothing to give, or maybe something very little to give. And then my wife would come with all these amazing gifts, like in succession, one after the other. And I'll be dazed and I'll be, blown away. But despite being blown away, I would also be embarrassed. I would feel like, I should have prepared more. I should have done better. And of course, as the, growing man that I am, because we're all growing, right? A man with a growth mindset, I decided that I was going to emulate that wonderful trait of hers and begin to become intentional about our birthdays, our anniversaries, and important dates. And the things that I did to make sure I do not forget and always remember and always plan in advance are some of the things I want to share with you today. One of them is having digital or what I call calendar reminders. You see that app on your phone called Calendars or whatever it's called, but it's a calendar that also reminds you. It's a very important application. So many people don't use it. They would rather use their diaries and all those physical ones that they tend to forget. But if you would, open up your, if you're using iPhone or Android, open up your calendar app. List out all of those important dates. So step one would be list out all of those important dates. Okay. Your children's birthday, your wife's birthday, your anniversary, the anniversary of when you first met, the anniversary of when you first kissed, all of those important things, they mean so much to your woman and to your children. So you want to make sure that you list out all those important dates. Then you open up your calendar app. And you set those dates and you remind yourself every single year. So in your calendar app, right? I really wish I could really demonstrate it, but I'll see what I can do. In your calendar app, you open up the calendar, you put the title of the event, you put the dates, and then you do a reminder every single year. But that's not just where we're going to stop. Number two, you also want to put a reminder 1 month in advance, which is what I do. And then also put another reminder 7 days in advance to that date. And then put another reminder 3 days in advance and put one last reminder 1 day before. The reason for all these reminders towards those dates, the 1 month before begins to prepare your mind. Okay, I need to get a gift. I need to start talking to someone. I need to start doing this. I need to start doing that. You become more intentional. The 7 days reminder should, in case you missed out on the on the 30-day reminder, the 7-day reminder reminds you to begin to act and begin to do something about it. And then the 3-day and then the 1 day. See, you can never forget. It's literally impossible. I've been doing this now for many years and it has really, really helped us. It has really helped. It has has improved our marriage because my wife no longer feels like I forget those anniversaries or forget those important dates anymore. And then I'm also involved in the planning for our children. So number two thing you can also do is you can involve your family around those important dates. Okay, involve them, let them know that we're doing this together, especially the one that is not for you, for yours. Maybe for your wife, involve your children. Yeah. Involve your children and say, hey guys, on mommy's birthday, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, or on mommy's special anniversary, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Or you can involve your wife as well. Hey babe, for our anniversary this year, even though this is still like maybe September, in January you're already saying, for anniversary this year, I want us to do this, I want us to do that. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to get her involved in that planning. And then, of course, if you set the reminder, once the 1 month reminder sets in, you begin to activate some of those things that you've discussed that you're going to do together. You see, you can never forget. Number 3, you can create a tradition around those dates. For instance, in our family, when it comes to anniversary, I always try to make it special. We make it special. And you can also do the same thing. Create a tradition. The tradition could be maybe traveling, going out, going on holiday, taking a trip, whatever it is. All right. Create a tradition around it. What then happens is it puts a stamp on those dates as a date that is, carved out specially, and something has to be done. Because of that, you're likely not to forget. So those are my 4 tips on how you can literally take control of those dates, important dates in your life that you should not be forgetting. Number 1, make a list of all of them. Very important. Number 2, do a calendar or digital reminder for all of them. And I said you should do a 30-day reminder, a 7-day reminder, a 3-day reminder, and a 1-day reminder. That way you never forget, okay? And then number 3, involve the family, involve your children, involve your wife. Very important. And number 4, create a tradition around it. With these 4 tips, I believe bygones will be bygones in your life. You will never forget any birthday, anniversary, or important dates anymore. If this has been a blessing to you and you've learned something new, do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you don't miss another episode, and don't miss the next episode of the podcast itself coming soon. Take care. Bye now.